Hi guys. So, is that light too much? Hold on, if I turn this off, then it's going to be too little because I'm showing stones. Shit. Okay. Alright, here's the thing. So that might suck for a little while. Sorry. Alright, so let me tell you. First of all, I didn't plan on doing a video, so here I am in my pajamas. Look. Supernatural and Daryl from The Walking Dead. So I'm in my pajamas. And I just got my hair done. Really, phone, now you're going to not focus. Thank you. Because I didn't plan on doing a video. And then my husband took all the boys fishing. So I'm like, when am I going to get this opportunity to not have kids in and out all the time and all that stuff? But I just colored my hair. So I don't know if you can see, like, oh yeah, see, little color things. Because, like, you know, when you color your own hair, sometimes you get these blotches. And it's day one, and now I'm all red because I'm sweating to death. So you all will have to deal with my fat arms. I don't care. All right, so here's the thing. So I've been wanting to do a video with some stones. But I have so many stones that I was like, I don't really know how I want to do this. So I just started pulling some stuff out. And I figured we'd just go through what I had pulled out. So first of all, I have been talking a lot. Oh, I know I got tea. Sorry guys. Okay. I've been talking a lot. What is wrong with my phone today? It's the light is screwing it up or something. I'm so sorry. Maybe this is the universe saying, don't do a video. You're an idiot. Okay. I've been talking a lot about my petrified wood. So I figured I'd pull down some of my petrified wood collection. Oh my god. I have so many stones, you guys. And show you some of my petrified wood collection. And I realized that someone who I won't say who has taken some of my petrified wood pieces that I thought I had, which is really upsetting. But I'm going to let the universe take care of it, and there's nothing I can do about it. And it was a while ago. It's just I didn't realize it till I started pulling stuff off the shelves. So, phew, whatever. I got this. Okay. So, the ones I have are the ones I'm supposed to have. That's it. Okay. So, this is one of my favorite pieces because it has, see all the colors in there? And I don't know if you've been paying any attention, I really like the pieces of petrified wood that you can see the bark. So you see the bark on this edge. But look at all the colors that are in there. So I really love this piece. I've had this piece for a very long time. It's really pretty when you wet it, but I hate when people wet their stones and then it's like, oh, look how pretty it is when it's wet. But this has lots of color to it, so I really like that piece. This piece is an awesome piece because I got it in Utah, and again, lots and lots of color in there. I hope that you can see some of it. There's blues in there, and I love when petrified wood has the blues. This piece fell off a boulder. Ready? And there's the bark. Woohoo. Fell off a boulder that, I kid you not, was like, come on, phone. Why? Why is it doing this? Hello. Thank you. What is wrong? Fell off a boulder that was like almost as big as it wasn't as tall as I was, but if I crouched down and went into a ball, it was that big. It was huge. And, you know, obviously I'm not going to chip off a piece of petrified wood you know, because I want it. But literally I looked around the piece, and this piece had fallen off of it. So I really felt like the universe was giving me my gift. This is a piece from Arizona, I believe. And again, the bark on this piece is amazing. Absolutely love being able to see the bark on my petrified wood pieces. And I'm pretty sure I have shown, my latest one is smaller, but just in case, I got that piece, which, you know, anyway, so here's the bark on the outside, and you can see the rings. So I just love pet wood. So that is the petrified wood pieces that I can find. Now maybe I'm wrong and it wasn't stolen. I just, you know, don't see them all, but I kind of try to keep stuff together usually. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I figured I'd pull out some of the more rare pieces of stuff that I have to show you. This piece is azurite. So if you can see the blue in there, I believe there's probably malachite in there too. But yeah, see, like there's some green. But I need to be able to clean this up really good. And if you know anything about azurite, it's very soft. So it's not like, oh my God, do I have, never mind. So I'm so distracted today. So it's not like you can just wash it. You can't use water on azurite because it's really a soft stone and you'll just kind of muck it up. So I have to figure out how to professionally clean it. So this is my other piece of azurite with some malachite on there. My sparkly stuff. Love my azurite. I have 2 pieces of Tibetan ice quartz, which if you research into Tibetanite, I can't even hold them that long. So let me show you first. Okay, so one, I have a pendant, which I probably have worn once because this is pink Tibetan ice quartz. Oh, come on. You know you want to show it. There we go. If you look up the ice quartz, it is harvested, mined in the Tibetan monks are the only ones who are allowed to mine it, and they can only mine it, it's like every 7 years or every 10 years or something, way up in the mountains. The ice, the glaciers recede enough for this mine to, the entrance to the mines to be open, and so they're the only ones that are allowed to mine it. And only, and this is my clear piece, only when the glaciers recede enough to mine it. These little suckers, let me tell you, are extremely high vibrational stones. So they're great for meditating with, you know, like if you're one of those who does meditation for enlightenment. I use them a lot in healing when I feel like there's a block with, see my face? I'm telling you, the vibrations go all the way up my arm, up into my face, down the other side. The pink one especially is one of the only stones. Now my husband, not that he doesn't believe in this stuff, he's so good with it. He really is, and he's great with me. And if you follow me on Instagram, you see he like helps me out all the time. He gets me stuff that has to do with it. But he's, you know, he's not into the woo-woo part of it. He likes the logic-based stuff. So, you know, we talk about the properties of stone and crystals and how it conducts energy and stuff like that. But he held the pink in his hand and was like, wow, I actually feel that. He's not a person that is in, tuned into the energy of stones, and he felt this stone. So if you're looking for a very high vibrational stone, clears blockages from in your upper chakras, especially your upper, your higher chakras that are not within the body. This is the one. It clears. You do have to definitely carry a grounding stone with you if you're going to be working with it, so that you can come back to earth, because it is a high vibrational stone. So speaking of high vibrational stones, I have been for years now trying to get an entire set of the Synergy 12 stones. If you do not know what the Synergy 12 stones are, they're a set of stones that when you're working with your chakras, when you're meditating for enlightenment, it is a set of stones that goes together with your body's chakras and energies so well, and it intensifies and boosts you into another level of meditation. So, some stones, if you work with crystals, that if you meditate with a certain stone, then, your root chakra, if you're meditating with hematite or with black tourmaline, you really can clear out your root chakra. The Synergy 12 stones work in conjunction with each other and work in conjunction with your body, and boost those energy levels and boost the vibrations to kick you into high gear. So when you have all 12 and you place them on your body and go into a meditative state or an astral travel state, it's like superpower. It superpowers that meditation. It super boosts your energy waves and your chakras up to a different kind of level. I do not have all 12 yet, but each one works incredibly for different things within your body. Just supposedly when you have all 12. Now, I have never had the chance to meditate with all 12 because I don't have all 12 yet. Some of them are very expensive. I have, let's see. Well, let's go through them. Phenakite. 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 I do not have. That's one of the ones that's very expensive usually. And it doesn't matter, guys, if you have a teeny tiny bit of these stones or if you have a boulder. These kind of energies just work well in conjunction with each other. I'll show you the stones that I do have, and some of them are teeny stones. And all you need is a little to pull that energy in that stone carries and boosts. Moldavite. I do have moldavite. I have several different pieces of moldavite, but I try to keep my Synergy 12 stones together. So moldavite is a meteorite stone. You know what? I'm going to leave them right here because it'll be easier for me to show you when they're in their little box here, their clear box. So moldavite is a meteorite. It's superheated meteorite. So when it comes down, it superheats. It starts melting. And then it has, God, can you see? Yeah, there you go. It looks like bubbles in there. So it starts to cool and creates little bubbles that look like glass bubbles. And what's in here? There's stardust in here. There's minerals and energies from space that when it starts to cool, cools into these little bubbles. So that's not stuff that we can get around here. So working with the Synergy 12 stones, there you go. You see how red my face gets? Just working with the energies of these stones just poof, blows me right up. Natural light. Light. I can't even read my own writing. E. I don't have that one. That one's not quite as expensive. That's just one that, I don't know, for some reason hasn't been on my radar enough or something, or hasn't popped up when I was thinking about Synergy 12 stones, whatever. I do not have that one though. Petalite. Now I have a couple different forms of petalite. I have a pink petalite. And I have clear petalite. Petalite, here's my pink. Petalite is really, really good at, it's called the Dispeller Stone. Okay, let me go back real quick. Phenakite is the Adaptability Stone. And it gives you visions, like psychic visions. Apparently it is, which is why it's probably so expensive. It's a very high vibrational upper chakra, crown, third eye, and beyond kind of stone. Moldavite is the fast forward stone. Boosts your meditation. That's what helps boost your meditation to a whole new level that you haven't seen. Naturalite is the purification stone. Petalite is the dispeller. It repels all negative energies, as well as, I'm sure, other stuff. Now, here's the clear form of petalite. Danburite, which I do have. Danburite is called the DNA stone. It corrects the coiling of your DNA. It corrects the coiling of your body to put it into alignment with the, where's my Danburite? Here it is. With the energies that you're trying to create. So it looks like quartz. It's a form of quartz. So here's my Danburite. And all of these, like I said, individually are very powerful stones. Just when you put them together, they do some very powerful things. Tektite. Tektite is called the ground control stone. I have several of these, but this is my favorite one. Tektite is also a meteorite. It's called ground control because it's, this is the grounder of the group. This keeps your feet on the ground while allowing you to meditate and to enlighten into, new areas that you haven't been in. Come on, there you go. It allows you to do that, but it keeps you aware. Keeps your feet on the ground, aware of where you are, aware of where you want to be, so that there isn't that, if you've ever astral traveled, there's a risk of kind of getting lost out there, not being able to remember how to get back to your body, to where you're at. And tektite is a very good stone at allowing you to know where you're at. Come back to earth here. Azazulite. Okay, Azezulite. That is called the center of the earth stone. And apparently, now, I've heard several different things. It's an expensive stone because it's one of those stones that a group of people found this stone and copyrighted it. Which I always am like, okay, mineralogically, there are other stones that are the same mineralogically. However, because this is part of the Synergy 12, I feel like I need to have a piece of actual azazulite. Apparently, when this group meditated with it, they were able to meet a being from the center of the earth, which other people say was just other meditating enlightened individuals who that's where their energy base was at the center of the earth. Either way, because it's part of the Synergy 12, that's something that I eventually will get. Solasite. I have several pieces of solasite, but this is the one that I keep with my Synergy 12 set. Solasite, I actually keep a tumbled piece here, but I have some other pieces that aren't tumbled. Those little lines that burst through it, that's very indicative of solasite. That's called the connectivity stone. This is one of those stones. Whew, I love this one. When you're working with different chakras, sometimes stones only work well with your root chakra, and it's hard to connect that energy with your crown chakra. Solasite is one of the stones that will help align everything so that energy and connect it. So that root energy that you're getting from the tektite or whatever grounding root energy kind of stone you're working with, you're able to travel that up into your crown chakra and beyond, and vice versa. And all this energy that you're working with up here with the high vibe stones, you're able to channel that also back down and through your root chakra, so that all of those energies are creating, the force around you to be in alignment with what it is you're trying to do. Love that stone. Herdorite. That is a stone I do not yet have. And again, I believe it's a very expensive stone. That one can come in a couple different colors. There's a blue and a yellow, I think, and a brown. That is called the brain stone. Increases the communication between different parts of your brain, mostly in the frontal lobe, apparently. But so certain parts of your brain do certain things, and it increases the connectivity between those. What is with my phone? I'm telling you, it's probably the light is screwing it up. Anyways, and it also increases your psychic ability. Herdorite. So that is probably the next one that has been on my list for a while that I need to get to. Sorry, I'm eating my hair. To connect all that. Tanzanite, that I do have. That pretty blue color, Tanzanite. That's what it comes in, is that pretty blue color. Oh, come on, phone. There you go. Mine is a raw, so it has a crust on the outside of black, but it's that pretty blue color. That is called the New Beginning Stone. There's only one place you can find that. Tanzanite is only on Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. That's it. No other place on earth that they have found Tanzanite. It is, what is it? Something like 1,000 times more rare than a diamond. So it is kind of one of those expensive stones. If you look for a raw version of the Tanzanite, though, and you don't need, gem quality faceted Tanzanite stone, you can get it a lot cheaper, just as an aside. And it's the same energies. Don't forget that, guys. Some people want you to buy these rubies that are the faceted rubies. And if you like them, awesome. If you want the jewelry, I have, a ruby ring that is faceted and stuff. But don't think that you need to buy this, $1,000 faceted stone to get the energy from a ruby. I have, as a matter of fact, I have here. I have rubies that are just raw rubies. These are not gem quality rubies. Oh, come on. But they are rubies. So they are the energies of rubies. So when I want to heal with ruby energy, my heart chakras, I have rubies that I can do that with. They don't have to be cut faceted rubies. Really. I have sapphires that look like blue stones that I picked up in my driveway. They're not, but they're not gem quality faceted stones. I just need, my healing work needs sapphire energy for certain things. Where was I? Tanzanite. New beginning stone. Brookite. So this is the one. I gotta find my Brookite. That I have this teeny little stone. And this is what I have. There it is. This little guy packs a punch, let me tell you. He is extremely powerful. He doesn't need to be big. This is it. This is all he is. But he is an extremely powerful, they call that the bridge stone. So that is the perfect bridge between the chakras, like the solasite. It's getting late. Solasite is able to bring energies around, the connectivity of chakras. Brookite is the bridge. So it's the bridge between all the chakras together, forms that bridge and allows the flow to keep going. And I will never be able to say this next stone. Satyaloka quartz. Satyaloka. Satyaloka. Which is a very specific kind of quartz. You find it in the monastery in South India. Again, only one place in the world that you can find this stone. A monastery in South India. It is an extremely high vibe stone. Extremely. This is, I'm pretty sure, maybe phenakite. But of the ones I have, I'm already almost getting a headache because let me hold my tektite too. Extremely high vibrational stone. Pulls you from your crown chakra beyond. So that is the Synergy 12 stones. I also keep what's called Rhyolite stones, which are very high vibe stones with them. I have about 6 or 7, I believe. Little teeny tiny, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see these. These are called Rhyolite. Rhyolite. Extremely high vibe crystals. These crystals I keep with my Synergy 12s because I don't use my Synergy 12s very often, like twice a year, to do very special meditations. Usually once in the winter and once in the summer. For a lot of years I did just the solstices, winter solstice, summer solstice. And now I don't do it on the holiday because I've got so much else going on that I just kind of pick a day that don't have a whole lot of other stuff going on, so I can really focus my energies. But anyways, while I have them put away in my little box here, I keep the Rhyolite stones with all the other ones, and they stay energized and cleansed and powered up and ready to go the entire 6 months. And then when I'm done with them, I cleanse them, bring them out in the full moon again, and they're good until I'm ready to work with them again. This is the little box that I painted. It's just a little paper box that I got at one of the dollar stores, I think. But I painted it with a stone looking spray paint, and then I put my Egyptian symbols on it. So that is the Synergy 12. Now we are 29 minutes. I have so many other ones out that I was going to show you. Should I do it quickly? Okay, I'll do it quickly, and then if you guys are getting bored, you can turn it off for a while, turn it back on. Why don't you go get pajamas on, and then we can all be sitting in our pajamas talking about stones. Wouldn't that be nice? I'll try not to go too much longer, but I brought my little toolbox thing. See, look. So I got this at a garage sale, and it holds a lot of my special stones that are important to me, that, I use for specific healing stuff. It holds all of them. So I have 3 what I consider to be perfect chiastolites that I will never part with because I use them a lot for healing crossroad energy work. Chiastolites with big X's. I love my chastolites. I love my chastolites. I'm going to break them all right here in front of you all. Yay! Okay. So, what do we have in here? We have, this is my diopside. I don't know if you're going to be able, there we go. Actually, wow, that's a pretty good view. Diopside stones. These stones, like I said, are very specific stones that I don't use very often. They're very specific circumstances that I would use either something so powerful or something so rare in my healing work. So I have them and I kind of put them away, and the universe kind of tells me when it's time to use them. This is a piece of pink kunzite. Pink kunzite. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. This is a piece of Tanzanite. Actually, this piece I don't use for healing on other people at all. This is one that my grandmother gave me. Oh, come on. Do it. In her, there you go. She found this in her travels. She used to take vacations with her sisters all over the country. And she had this with her, so it's something that she actually found in her travels. Let's not break stuff. That would be great. Good, good, good. Let's see. This is a piece of raw chrysocolla from Peru. I just always liked the way that looked. Here's a piece of Tanzanite. This is from Morocco. I used to have a Tanzanite elephant, and I don't know, I think somewhere in my moves it dropped or something, and you know, one of my boys probably threw it out thinking, who cares, it's broken, you know, not knowing that the Tanzanite pieces